I said, I'm curious, why do you keep commenting what you've given? Like, you know, she's like, I gave a heart me, I tapped this many times, I did this. And I'm like, I just want you to know that that's not how this works. And we've already told you this, but I said, you know, that's just not how this works. Like, you don't get a reading, a psychic reading, just because you tapped on someone's lives. Like, there are people out there who are tapping on lives for nothing, right? They don't get anything. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because there's a deep entitlement in society for spiritual women. And that's where it gets me. And that's where I'm about to say, you know what? No more free readings. I'm going to sit here like a lot of psychics do and only get paid. Because, you know, I give a lot here. Yesterday, most of the day was free readings. Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, 8 hours each day, free readings, mediumship and the other readings. And if people aren't going to appreciate it, I'm just going to take the free readings away. Like, I just don't understand. And so I do understand it. What I'm getting at is it comes from this deep, deep entitlement in society that if you're a spiritual woman, if you're gifted, you should give it for free. Are you going to go work for free, girl? Are you going to go work for free? Tomorrow, if your boss said, you know what, we're not going to pay you anymore, but you still have to show up. Are you going to go? No, you're not. No, you're freaking not. Okay? Evie, that's her name. She's out of control. So we have screenshots, we have screen recordings. Everything is recorded here on TikTok. I have told her over and over. Jasmine has told her, and I just booted her this morning. She went into my subscriber area, which is like $6. She went in there and she made a really negative comment. She's like, I am getting fed up with you. La 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 la. Under the place where I said, everybody introduce yourself. And so she's like, bah, 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 beacon off. And I wrote all the comments. I responded to her. I said, we have screen recordings, we have screenshots, and I may post them on my stories, by the way. But I'm like, you know what? I get to read for who I get to read for. And I choose that. Like, hello, what is wrong with people? I'm going off this morning, girl. Like, seriously, this is too much. So there's a real entitlement in this world that women have to do things for people for free in general. Hello, housewives, domestic labor, you know, and then to add this, when I have a spiritual gift, I've had to fight my whole freaking life. Not just me, my friends who are psychic too. We've had to fight our whole freaking life against people saying, you're a scammer. La, la, la. I'm over here helping people grieve the hardest times of their life. And it's all on recording. And I have tons of emails sending me love, sending me pictures. It's so beautiful. I cry all the time. And I could prove that. I could get permission from those people and prove that if I wanted to, if I felt the need. But today I do feel the need to say and claim that is a bunch of bullshit, okay? You can go and say you're a scammer, I'm a scammer if you want to, but you'll get fucking removed immediately because that is disrespectful. I don't come to your live and say shit like that. Don't go to my live and don't go to my friends' lives either, because that is a bunch of bullshit. I don't come to your work and say, you're a scammer. What you do is garbage, or you should do it for free. Like, give me a break, okay? Like, no, no. And you know, the sad part is a lot of women don't know their worth because we live in a tough society. But when you get to the point where you do, you better fight and you better be a mama lion, because that is fucking bullshit and that is ridiculous. So I just need to say that piece. And nobody's going to tell me. I don't care if you paid $7 for a subscription on TikTok. By the way, I get $2.50 of that. $2.50 Canadian, okay? And you're going to sit there and tell me that I have to give you a free reading. Hello? What the hell? The sign is here, girl. We've got screenshots over and over again. We've told you how it works. The free readings are every 10K. It's an exchange of energy. You guys want free readings? Tap the screen. Share the live out. Like, what's so hard to understand? Like, I don't have to give anything, right? No psychics do. We've fought a lot in society, all the scammer bullshit. Also, we work hard. We have to meditate. I don't drink. I don't smoke anything, because I keep my connection clear so I can give you those accurate readings and I can connect over to the other side to you. So if you're going to sit there while you're smoking and drink, do whatever you want, girl. I eat too much. That's for sure. And that's not great either. But we all have our thing. But don't sit over there paying $2.50 and telling me that I need to give you a free reading. That is garbage. Okay? That is absolute garbage. I give it to you as a gift if I want to. Okay? If I want to. And if anyone ever leaves my reading because they're that disrespectful, they'll be blocked as well. They'll never see me again. And clearly, if you do leave my reading, you didn't care that much. So you probably won't even notice. And good riddance. Okay? Just don't waste my time. Thank you. I think the rant is done now. And I do record all of these. I have no shame in what I'm saying. It's thought out, and I will say what I'm going to say. And I will take a stand for other women who are doing this work in the world, because this is absolute bullshit, okay? It needs to be set straight in society. In the past, like, women who were gifted were, well, first of all, there's the witch trials, right? They were all like literally unalived, like by, right? And also another part is they would like often be sent off to towns far away to stay in like monasteries, freezing cold monasteries, those cement monasteries. And they would stay in freezing cold rooms with like a tiny window. They would be put there like a prison, So they've been treated this way throughout history, and it's fucking bullshit. And I will take a stand for that my whole entire life, because it's wrong, okay? And it comes from patriarchy. It comes from religion that went bad, because I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. But certain people rewrote the Bible and rewrote the original words and bastardized it all, and then ran societies based on what they felt like, what they wanted, and that's control, and that's scamming. Not what I'm doing. Okay. The reason I do it on live stream is so you could see it with your own eyes, right? You could see the person commenting. You could see me working my gift. You can see the evidence yourself, and that is undeniable. So if you don't like it, leave. If you're going to be entitled and think that you get a free reading, leave. This is not the place for you. This is an exchange of energy, okay? And if you do get one, be grateful, because I have thousands and thousands of people coming through my lives that on any given day. Thousands. I know it's like, small numbers, but I see the numbers at the end of the day of how many people came in and out. And it's a lot. And a lot of those people, like a good percentage, would have wanted to have one for free. So, girl, I've had enough, okay? I've had enough. Up to here, as my dad would say. Had it up to here. That's it. I'm done. So, anyhow, thanks, Rose. I will be changing that if that happens again, because that is just too much. This woman was so entitled, girl. All right. Anywho, if anyone's a member, anyone's a subscriber, you will see what I said to her. I was professional. I always am, even though I went on a bit of a rant right now. I still stand behind everything I said. And like I said, everything's recorded. But yeah, I did say to her, we have all your screenshots. I sent her a couple messages, and I'm like, you will be removed from this community now. I don't give a shit that she paid $7. I don't care. If I could refund it, I would. I honestly would, because it might mean something to her, and I respect that, even though she's horrible to me. But I will, we don't have the option to do that. We don't have the option. I do if she paid me directly, but she paid TikTok. And you do that at your own risk. So if you come in here acting up on someone's live after you subscribe, do you think they're going to keep you around? No, they're not. And that's too bad for you, because that's on you. Okay? All right. Anyhow, how's everybody's Sunday? And that's on period, okay? Bye. Heidi. Okay, guys, so are we, oh my gosh, you guys got me up to 16K while I was on my rant. Thank you so much. So yes, okay, I will start reading right away. Let's go in. 1, 2, or 3. Who wants some of this fire energy? Girl, let's go. 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. So if you would like a free reading, if you're new here, just say new. Or if you ever need help, girl, I'm always here to help. I think you know that. This girl was out of control, okay? If you have a question, if someone's like, I can't find your link, I show you. Like, I have no problems. Or if you're like, I don't know how this works, I help you. I have no problem with that. Jasmine's here. She's happy to help. We're happy to help you, okay? It's not about that. But when you come in here writing me 50 notes saying, I gave you this, this, and this, and it totals $3 plus your subscription, so $10 Canadian, okay? And even if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you pay. Those free readings are free, and they're done how they're done for a reason. And I repeat myself all the time saying how it works. So let me tell you again. Every 10K, I sit here, I tune in, I do what I'm doing right now. I tell you, choose a number, because I only give these ones free. I don't give psychic mediumship for free. I give these ones for free, okay? I'm a success coach. I've been doing this 15 years. I can help you reach your goals. I've gone from homeless with PTSD to creating my old annual salary in one transaction. I got you, girl, okay? I got you. If you want to read my story, go read it. It's here. Everything's here. Empowered After Trauma, okay? I even recorded on an audio to inspire people. I'm very passionate about what I do and using my story to inspire you, okay? So what you do is you choose 1, 2, or 3 right here. And you put it in the chat. And then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tune in to the energy, and I'm going to allow my energy to choose somebody. I don't want to work for people. I don't want to read for anybody who's entitled and think that just because they're in there or they tapped hearts that they get to have a reading. That's not how it works, right? I want you to be here with supportive energy. Like, oh, I support this live stream. One day I hope I get a reading, or I might. I look forward to that. That's a great energy, right? We're a community, and I'm happy for the person who got one, right? Like that's who I want here. If you're not that, scroll away, girl. Just scroll away, because you're going to end up getting booted at some point once we see what you're really about. Okay. So anyway, so then I'm going to tune in and I'm going to choose someone from there. And then I'm going to do your reading. And I love doing free readings. That's why I do them. Okay. Because I know people can't afford it. I just said I've been homeless a couple times. I know what it's like to have no fucking money. It's hard. And this life direction is priceless when you're in that situation. And I'm happy to help you. I actually walked that path so I can help you, the best I can. And with what I know. And I think it's a lot that I give and I offer. And, like I said, I'm happy to do it. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. This isn't about me being upset that I'm giving and, feeling bad about giving. Not at all. That's why I do it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to. But when you have that attitude, you got to go. Okay. I don't care what you did. I don't care what you did. It doesn't matter, because I don't want that energy here. Okay. I reject it. I rebuke it. Bye-bye. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Violet, hi. Violet says it was a hard situation to come. Yeah, it was, honey. It was. Thank you. Getting PTSD at 15 because I was almost unalived by a football player in high school. It was rough. Okay, it was rough. Plus, I had a tumultuous upbringing as well. But I do believe, Violet, and thank you for saying that, but I do believe now, right? It's been many decades later, even though I pretend I'm only 25. Shh. But I do believe that it was meant to play out that way. Like, I got to this place so that I can share my story confidently and I can help so many women, which I have hundreds and hundreds of women since 2009 when I started this business. And I'm happy to keep going. Like, that's my passion. I'm so blessed to be able to do work that I love, right? Like, I show up here and I love it. Even when at the end of the live TikTok says, you made 55 cents. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. It's my life purpose. I also trust and know that, on other days I made $25,000 in one transaction. So it doesn't matter, right? And the money actually is secondary. I need to make a living, of course, but I trust that will always happen because I've been a businesswoman for so long. I have my system set up. I know what I'm doing. It's not just like the story. It's also the strategy and how I run my business. I'm very smart and good at what I do. So Yes, I'm totally happy to be here. I love it. And thank you for saying that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Who am I going to read for first? Hi, Becky. How are you? Nice to see you. And to all the new people who had to walk into my rant, hi. I'm not always like that, but I do get fired up at times. So, girl, you just saw the fire one, the fire Gina, and yeah, that's my fire sign. I'm actually an air sign. It's Aquarius season. We're coming into Aquarius season, so I'm Aquarius. February, baby. But yeah, I do have a fire side. But you're gonna see me in my reading mode soon too. I have a couple modes, girl. Especially I'm in my moon time too, so I'm like, oh no, I didn't just wake up to that message. I did not just wake up to that message. Not today. Not today, Satan. Mama Bear is like, because I protect this community too, and we're just not going to stand for that bullshit. And I've seen so many people when she's in here commenting saying, she's so rude. And we're watching, and I'm reading. Jasmine's taking care of the chat when I'm reading. But I've seen other people say that too. That was Evie, in case you're wondering. It was just too much. That's her only name that she has on here, Evie. But I have all the screenshots, and I will call people out when they start acting like that. And then they start to come at me again, and every angle, in the DMs, in the chats, and then in my subscriber area. Like, are you for real? After I called you out on live and talked to you, and you're like, and she literally said, she goes, oh no, I'm not doing it to get anything back, I promise. And I'm like, why are you listing out everything that you've done then? Like, she's done it several times. And I was like, this is weird. And I said that a couple times, and she still did all that. So maybe she's got something going on, but it's just not the place for her. So she had to go. All right, guys, let me choose someone. Let me tune in. How did you start getting back into it in 2009? Violet, I'm happy to answer your question. What do you mean, though? I don't understand what you mean. How did I get back into what? So I started this business in 2009. Do you mean after I was homeless? Because I was homeless probably 8 years before that. I stayed at a homeless shelter. That's a long story. But yeah, I couldn't, basically the bottom line is I couldn't figure out my work. Like I'm not the person who can be going to a job 9 to 5. I am now. I probably could now, honestly, because I have healed so much. But back then I hadn't healed. I had a lot of unhealed trauma inside of me. And all of you know who have unhealed trauma. Hello, my website is empoweredaftertrauma.com, right? I work with so many trauma survivors. But all of you know, like, we just don't have the energy to get up and go to work every day because we're trying to process trauma. Whether you're actively doing it or not, it's a lot. And it's a lot on your body, your mind, and your spirit and your heart. So I couldn't keep a job. Like, I just ended up broke all the time. And I had such a bad experience with that guy, that football player I had a crush on when I was in high school. He almost unalived me. So I wasn't about to go live with any man or anything. So I was trying really hard, but you know, it was rough. So yeah. So I had to find a way. I started going on YouTube, and I had to find a way to start living my passion and living from my heart. I just said, you know, the great thing about being down under and being really like at your rock bottom is you really have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? That's always the greatest thing about it. You're like, I've got nothing to lose. So you kind of do things that you're more brave about, like that you maybe wouldn't do otherwise. Like for me, it was going on YouTube. I started just putting videos on YouTube inspiring women, right? Just inspiring women. And at the time I was inspiring women with my story of healing. I wasn't perfectly healed, but I had a lot I had accomplished and a lot I was passionate about. And I was educating about, you know, domestic violence, the patriarchy, all that stuff. So yeah, that's how I started. I was also doing a lot of smoothies, and because I was on a raw vegan diet at the time. So that's how I started to build my audience too. So you got to trust the process, guys. If I look back, I'm like, how would anyone think that girl was going to have a successful business? No, no one would think that, right? So you got to trust the process and know that where you're at right now is where you're supposed to be, right? Okay. So Violet, if you have any more questions, honey, just put them in the chat. I am going to read for someone right now, but I'll come look for your questions. Okay, honey? Because I like your questions. All right. Let's see. Marie Rochelle, are you still here, honey? Marie Rochelle? I'd be happy to read for you, honey, if you'd like a reading. Just so everyone knows, again, welcome in. These are the ones I do for free, okay? These are the ones I do for free. So Marie said 3 if she's still here after my yapping, my rant, and then my yapperoonies. We gotta love a good rap, a good yap. I was gonna say rap, rant, and yap together. Rochelle, she might not be here. Is she here? Marie Rochelle, are you here? Say yes in caps in the chat, honey, so I can see you. She might have scrolled off. If she did, I'll pick someone else. Thank you for liking. Oh my God, we're at 26K, you guys. Amazing. Oh, amazing. You're here. Okay. Hi, Marie. Okay. So you said 3, right? Was it 3? Was it 3 relationships? Was it? Yes. Okay. Relationships. Okay, Marie. So what we're going to do, let me tell you quickly how this works. Okay. So hi, welcome. Thank you for your question. And so what we're going to do is I am going to ask you to take some nice deep breaths with me. So when you breathe in, I probably need it right now after my rant too. So let's take some nice deep breaths. Everyone can join in, of course. And when you breathe in, I want you to fill up the bottom of your belly. Okay. Not like this, right? I want you to fill up the bottom of your belly. Nice deep breath and then long exhale. And do a couple of those. And only for Marie Rochelle, who I'm reading. As you're breathing, I want you to imagine your energy opening wide as the sky. If everyone else does it, you're going to open your energy to a lot of things. Don't do that. Okay. We're in a trusted container here. So Marie, just imagine your energy opening wide. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in for a little scan, and I'm going to ask you a few questions to verify that I'm in your energy. So don't tell me anything yet. Okay. I'm going to verify a little bit about your relationship situation. And then when you confirm that it's you, then we will go ahead and you will have as many questions as you want for the next 10 minutes. These are mini readings that I do for free. They're about to get shorter if people keep beaking off and complaining, okay? They're about to be 5 minutes or none. So I'm really starting to get fed up with all that. And there's lots of readers who don't do free readings. You guys know, because I know you guys go on all the other psychic stuff too. You guys know a lot of people don't do them. And this is why, because there's a lot of entitlement. Okay. So, anyhow, sorry, Marie. I just keep ranting off because I was so upset. I wasn't upset. I was just annoyed, right? And then I'm on my min time, so it's just like, anyhow. So Marie, we're gonna, as she's breathing, and I'm like, okay. So, let's tune in, Marie. I'm going to tune in, and then you get, I just want to make sure I said this correctly. You get as many questions as you want on this topic for the amount of time that you have, okay? So again, there's one topic per reading, so we will only talk about relationships, but you can ask as many questions as you want. I'm here for you, and I will provide strong direction for you, okay? So let me just get into your energy first. Keep breathing, Marie. Long, deep breath in with your belly filling up. So I'm getting that you're kind of single. Let me explain, because the energy is the same when you're going through a breakup or when you're single and you're like kind of still a little bit emotionally attached to your ex a little bit, which is normal when you first break up. But also that you're interested in someone. I'm not sure if this is your ex or not. Does this make sense? Do you understand this? So, does that make sense? Okay. If you were on Facebook, it would be like, it's a complicated situation, right? Because most of the time I'll be like, you're single, or I'll be like, you're in a relationship. But with this one, there's some in-between stuff going on. So I believe I'm in your energy. You said yes. So ask me your questions and I'll tune in and read some more energy. Okay. I'm just going to turn my fan off. I'll be right back. Hold on. My blanket too, because it's cold. It's cold in here. Got my window open, but I like the fresh air. Okay. Marie, did you type your question, honey? Just type as many questions as you want, and I'll help you with what you need help with. Okay. Hi, Sally. Thank you. Hi, Wade. I'm just waiting for Marie to comment, to ask her question. I am single, but my ex contacted me last week. I don't want him back. Okay. So what's your question for me, honey? And remember, no question is too silly or dumb. I'm here to help you. So whatever question you have, okay? Mary, I see you. I see your question. I'm just looking back on the comments as I'm waiting for Marie to ask a question. Marie, do you have a question, my love? Do you have a question you want to ask? Oh, they're not coming through. No, I don't see them at all. I have a moderator here too. We don't see them at all. If you'd like, you can DM me. If you're able to minimize me and DM me, or use another device, you're more than welcome to DM me. I have my iPad here somewhere. Here it is. See, what happens is TikTok they're doing testing on AI moderators right now. So they come in and sweep out random comments that don't even, like, there's nothing wrong with their comments, but it happens all the time. So unfortunately, there's nothing us creators can do about it. But the way I've resolved to solve it is to go to DMs. We just talk in DMs. But make sure if you're in the DMs and you're sending me a message and you want it to be confidential, make sure you write confidential first. Otherwise, I'm just going to read out your messages, okay? Because if you don't put that, I'm just going to read it, because I'm going to read it like I do in the comments all the time, okay? Will I meet someone in the near future? Okay. Did you have another question about your ex too, or was that the only one? Hi, Selena. I'm sorry you were getting filtered. That sucks. Yeah. Yeah, they've been going hard lately. So if I'm reading for you, you're welcome to DM me, and I will check them during the live. If I'm not reading for you and you DM me, I'll check it after the live. But obviously, I'm not going to read anybody for free in DMs. Okay? I do the readings how I do them. Apparently, I need to be a lot stronger about this, because people are starting to cross my boundaries lately. So apparently, I need to be a lot stronger about this, or take away my free readings. I'm not sure. I will think about it. Okay.